This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in Western Henrico. Today we're going to take a look at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath cape. This cape is located here in a great location. If you are familiar with the West End, you know that pretty much any and everything you need in life is located within a 5-minute drive. And a lot of people really love that aspect of living in this location. Western Henrico also has some very well-respected schools. Quinn School is in session. The children thrive out here, and a lot of people also love this location for that reason. This home is unique because we have a 2-car detached garage with some office space above. And we typically don't see that a lot, especially in this price range. So if you have an online business, or you're a contractor, or have special storage needs, this may be particularly attractive. The previous owner left all the permits and documentation for this structure, and that's just an additional peace of mind to know that everything was done in a legitimate manner. We do have a 4-legged friend that's next door, and he doesn't recognize me, so he's letting everyone know that, hey, something's not quite right here. So good additional safety feature here in this home. Okay, we have our fenced rear yard, a little space here behind the garage. We've got good privacy here in the rear, as you can see. We've got a nice wooded area. We also have a storage building here, so you don't have to store your lawn and garden items in the garage. You can put them there in that storage shed. As I mentioned earlier, we are fenced completely here in the rear. Our roof looks good, and we are situated on about 1/4 of an acre. Let's go on inside this detached garage and see what it has to offer. Ladies, during this time of quarantine, if he gets on your last good nerve, or she gets on your last good nerve for that matter, you can banish them here to this space. They will have appropriate heat and cooling, and just allow you to have some time alone. There are the permits that I mentioned earlier, something we typically don't see a lot when we have outbuildings like this, but the electrical, of course, was done in this property, and there is heating and cooling, so you could definitely use this all year round. I'm going to pop upstairs, take a look at our office space. I'm really impressed what they did up here. This would be great space, even if you didn't need to conduct business here. Could be a great playroom if you have children that are old enough to be on their own for a little bit. You could send them up here and make this a homework nook or play area. Someone that is into music can play back here and crank up the volume a little bit and shouldn't bother anyone. This is going to be the larger room here on the front. They also put in a hotel style heating and air unit there. That does heating and cooling. When you are not here, you of course can turn that off, and that way save on your energy bill. Okay, I love what they did. Nice space. This home is what is commonly known as a flip. So the current owners bought this property, did some rehab, and are in turn offering it for sale. And we saw a lot of this back happening in 2005, 6, and 7. Unfortunately, back then, there was some fraud that occurred. And as a result of that fraud, the government came in and put some restrictions in place. I'm going to show you here real quick. That is an Amtrak. You may be able to see it through the wood line. Very quiet train. Doesn't have a lot of noise, and it moves through very, very quickly. Back when the government came in and put some additional regulations in, they put regulations in place to protect the public. And unfortunately, one of those regulations is still in place. And it is totally unnecessary in today's market, but it's still in place. That regulation is known as the 90-day rule. And basically the 90-day rule says that if someone buys and flips a property that they cannot sell it to someone that is going to get an FHA mortgage for 90 days. And it doesn't matter if you have a conventional loan, then there's no restriction. But for FHA loans, which is the way a lot of first-time buyers particularly go, it creates a problem. The way that it worked back in 2005, 6, and 7 is that a lender could simply call up their favorite appraiser, and their licensed appraiser could then do the appraisal. Some of those appraisers, unfortunately, were not ethical. A very small percentage of them were not ethical, but the losses added up across the country. And so now a lender must call a third-party company who will then assign one of their appraisers to the transaction, and it just gives an extra layer of transparency for the purchaser and for the bank in that matter. So what has happened is, even though we had that system in place, they did not remove the 90-day rule, and it just makes it very problematic. The reason I'm sharing this with you is a number of the homes that I cover would fall under this 90-day rule. So it's important for borrowers to know if there are any other options for them. Some lenders will have low down payment options that are not FHA, but you don't know until that conversation is had with your lender. So I would love for my buyers to be informed about all of these little nuances that are in place. Some agents don't even mention the 90-day rule when they're advertising these homes. And if your agent, your buyer's agent, is not on their game, they won't realize it until you make an offer. And then a week or two later, your lender says, oh, we have a problem, when they look at the title and they figure out that this home falls under the 90-day rule. So I'm a big proponent in being proactive, addressing these issues up front so that everyone knows what's going on and they can move forward accordingly. Okay, we are in bedroom number 2. This is going to be a little bit larger than the front bedroom. You could get a full-size bed in here with no problem. They have luxury vinyl plank here in this home, built in 1997, I believe. So they've come in, they've done a nice job with our renovation. Here to the right, we have an area for your dinette. This is still a fairly open plan here. We've got nice open space here, nice bright space here on this first floor, and our galley kitchen. That is, I believe, a new stainless steel whirlpool and our Frigidaire smooth top range. That is new. And this is space here where your washer and dryer would go. And that's an electric water heater there in the corner. This home appears to be all electric. Our stainless dishwasher is directly in the middle of your frame. Okay, nicely done. I love the way they vaulted these ceilings. So you have a nice big space here in this family room. All right, let's go on up and look at my favorite part of this home. This is our master suite. In this master suite, they did a couple of things that I really like. Number one is we've got a nice height here for our knee wall. This makes this space completely usable. I can go all the way to the edge without bumping my head. We have a little door. Someone's going to ask me, so I'm going to tell you up front what this is. This door here is simply under eave storage. Actually, that's where the heating and air system is. You can access that. The only reason it would need to be accessed would be for a contractor that needs to get in there and do some service. We have a huge walk-in closet. This is probably a good 11 feet long. So we've got plenty of space here. I imagine if somebody wanted to put some additional shelving on this wall, they could. If somebody has that many clothes, something's wrong. They need to start downsizing and getting rid of them. I guarantee if somebody has that many clothes, some of them don't fit. I'm not judging you, I'm just telling you the truth. Okay, this is going to be our master bath. Fiberglass tub shower enclosure. I love what they did in here with the storage. These don't typically convey, but you will get it because it's in here now. We've got storage there above the throne, and then we have some additional storage here on the wall, and they match. I think that is a great way to give some additional space. You got little compartments there in the shelves. It's a very nicely laid out floor plan here. I'm definitely impressed. This would work for a lot of different types of households, I think. And you've got a bunch of great features here on this newly renovated home. If you have any questions about this or any other home on the market, there's over 4,000 homes on the market I can currently help you with. Make sure you give me a call, and it'd be my honor to do so. Make sure you kindly comment, subscribe, and like, and I would truly appreciate that. Max Williams, 804-402-7788. It can be reached on Facebook under Richmond Area Foreclosures, on YouTube under my name, Max Williams Realtor. Thanks so much for taking the tour. Y'all be safe and have a great day.